I love having an organized house. And one piece of organizing is to make sure that it looks pretty. And the reason why is because organizing and decor really do go hand in hand. If your house looks pretty, it's also organized. So that's why I love keeping things organized and looking beautiful. Now, recreating those spaces that you see online doesn't have to be as tricky as you might think. I'm going to share with you how to recreate some of those incredible organized spaces for your home. Hey there, I'm Jessica, a professional organizer and mom of two. I love beautifully organized spaces. It just brings me a sense of calm. But I don't always have the time to scour the internet to find the exact things I need. So that's where I'm here to help. I'm going to share with you easy ways to recreate those gorgeous pictures you love in your home. Okay, a good pantry organization really does help. One, keep your food costs down. Two, makes it like so much easier to meal prep and like figure out like what you have and what you don't. And you also don't waste as much food if you can actually find and see what's in your pantry. So this video, we are going to tackle a beautifully designed pantry from Better Homes and Gardens. This is a beautiful pantry. It is already built in with some drawers and a lot of open shelves. I do love open shelves if you can keep them nice and tidy, and so I'm going to give you a couple tricks to help you keep them tidy. Now, before we get started on recreating this look, I do want to remind you that this is just a corner of that pantry. So do not get discouraged as you start to organize your space if you're like, where does all of the appliances go? Just remember that some of the image is cut off, just to keep in mind, because a lot of times what we see is we see a small glimpse of an organized space. So I want you to remember that as you're recreating this look. On the very top shelf of the pantry, there are bins that are holding different types of nuts. On the second shelf, there is a lot of the baking goods. The third shelf looks like it is holding cereal, and then the bottom row is where all of the bottled water is. There also looks like bins for snacks, along with utilizing that top corner for serving pieces. So in order for you to recreate this look in your own pantry, you either have to have a walk-in pantry or a pantry with shelves. Now, if you do have wire shelves, I recommend covering them with a shelf liner or even just pieces of wood to go over the shelf. That way things aren't super wobbly because there are a lot of containers in this pantry. Then I would actually look at the items that you have in your pantry. Below, I have a bunch of options for glass containers that are airtight on any budget. The cereal is also put into airtight containers, and I truly recommend that. Now, also below, I have a bunch of options for you on airtight containers for your cereal. So to recreate this look, first, take everything out of your pantry. Then I want you to group it into these categories. You're going to do nuts and legumes, baked goods, cereals, snacks, and cookbooks. Now, if you don't typically store your cookbooks in your pantry, that is okay. You can still get this look minus the cookbooks. Once you've grouped all of your items into those categories, you are going to transfer or decant all of the items into airtight containers. Again, below I have my favorite airtight containers and the ones that are used in this image from Better Homes and Gardens. Now, everything needs to be labeled, and it looks like some of the items are labeled using a basic label maker. This is easy for anyone to do as long as you have a label maker. So add a label to each one of the bins so you know what is inside. Now on the jars that are holding the baked goods, it looks like there are tags tied around with a ribbon. Again, another easy way that you can recreate this is go to your local craft store and find tags and ribbon or twine And then tie that around your jars that hold your baked goods. If you do have space for cookbooks in your pantry, rainbow color code all of your books so that you can have the same rainbow effect in your pantry. Okay, now it's your turn to recreate this gorgeous pantry found in Better Homes and Gardens and turn it into a space that you love and works for you. See you next time.